Okay, so let's have a look at click to and preferences. So if I want to send something to YouTube, I can do it with click to. If I want to have something go to Keynote, then I can do that with click to. Send things to Evernote, Skype, things go to Finder. So there's a number of different things I can do with this. You can put it so that it goes in various places where it might even be a bit easier to get out of. So there now, instead of going over to the left hand side, I can go to the right hand side. Okay, this is how it works. If I want to create a new document with text edit, with what I have selected, click on that, so open it up in text edit, and it's just pasted that in there for me. Anything I've got selected, I can do a search with Google with that text. I can send that into Facebook, I can post it to Twitter, I can create an email message with that, I can send it to Skype, search with Finder, add note to Evernote, search on YouTube, have that sent to Keynote. There's a number of different things that you can also do. So there's a number of things that, for instance, I want to send it to any of these things that are in this list here. So I might want to go to Google Maps, and that stuff that I've got selected will be launched into Google Apps. I can even go into Wikipedia. So actually it is quite useful if you know how to use it. I can do web actions as well. I haven't set any of those up yet, but I will do that sometime soon and do another little video showing how I use it then. Now this one here is quite good. This is Cinch, and it's not much use being in the top there really, but I'll show you the way it works. So if I take this here and I drag it over to the right hand side, I've got it so it takes up half the screen there now. I can do it so that it takes up the whole of the screen by dragging it to the top, and I can also make it go to take up this half of the screen by going over to that side there. So it's very useful to set up my screen so that I have the screen space best used. So there I've got two things side by side taking up exactly half of the screen space, and that's using Cinch. Okay, next one in there is Hazel. Hazel is absolutely marvellous. I've got it set up with some rules that will work on the downloads folder and on the desktop folder. If I open Hazel, let's have a look, see what we can do with it. So I've got a rule in my desktop. This is why I have such a nice and neat desktop without anything making it look messy. I've got it so that anytime an app logo appears on the desktop, it will be sent to the right place. If there is some music that goes onto the desktop, any files go onto the desktop that is a music file, it will move the file into the music folder, so it'll put it where it's supposed to be. So let's just have a look at this here. So let's, for instance, have a look at this one here. This is a MP3 file, so it's a music file. If I put that onto my desktop now, Hazel automatically moves that into the right place. Okay, so there's my desktop, and you see it's clear, nothing in it. If I go now to Finder and then go to Music, the file that I just moved onto the desktop, which was this one here, is now in the correct folder of Music. So that's how useful Hazel is. In Downloads, for instance, if I have movies that go into the Downloads folder, so movies get set with a colour label of blue, and the file gets moved to the movie folder. So that way I can find them easy when I go into the movies folder. How's that? Pretty handy, huh? Tool well worth having on your Mac. This is a calendar, so I can see what's happening. So for instance, if I look at the 14th, I can see that my son's coming to visit on the 14th of this month. This one here is jump cut, so anything I've put into the clipboard is available in here. And now if I want to take something on the clipboard that I was using some while ago, so it's the thing that I put on the clipboard 4 clips ago, click on that there and it gets put back into the text file. That's useful, isn't it? This one here is called 2Up, and it's like Cinch really, except that you can do it specifically, have things sent to the left or to the right. So I want TextMate to take up all of the left side of the screen. There you go. If I wanted to go over to the top part of the screen, so it does some things that Cinch doesn't do, which is why it's worth having on there as well as Cinch. Cinch works with the mouse, whereas this works with keyboard shortcuts. So here in the preferences, for instance, I can change my global shortcuts and I can do a few little things there whether I want to hide the preferences or check for updates, all those sort of usual things with preferences. So next in the list is this one here. This is what I use to set the computer not to go to sleep. This is called caffeine. I can see preferences and I can tell it how long I want to activate for. It does have a default amount of time, but if I want to set it so that it will keep the computer alive and awake without going to sleep for 30 minutes, I can set it for 30 minutes. So let's just go into preferences. So I can tell it to show this message when starting caffeine. I've got the default duration of 1 hour. It's a very useful application to have. If you've got something that you want to watch on the screen and you don't want the computer to go to sleep for a while, then just click on caffeine and it'll keep it open for you. If you found this video anywhere near useful, why don't you click on that like button in YouTube and just let us know that you've enjoyed it and found it useful, and tell other people as well. And also don't forget to subscribe so that you're the first to know next time I put out more Mac20Q videos. Bye bye now.